Matt Burney are taking a look at the all-stakes pick four sequence at Charlestown Saturday afternoon, Charlestown Classic afternoon, races 8 through 11. Scheduled post time for race 8 is 4:01 Eastern, an all-stakes pick four, culminating in the DRF Bets race of the day. That is the Grade 2 Charlestown Classic. You can find that expanded preview over on video.drf.com as well as the Daily Racing Forums YouTube channel. Let's dive into this sequence. Again, races 8 through 11. Going to play it with Ticketmaker. I'm only going to use backups in here, so you won't see any Bs. It'll be only A's and C's. Race number 8 is the first leg. It's the Downtown Allen. It is 6.5 furlongs, going 2 turns around the bull ring down at Charlestown. I'm going to use 2 A's and 1 C. One of the A's is the number 7 T-Rex Express. She is a 5-year-old mare. She has done very well over the Charlestown surface, 6 of 18 lifetime, 13 times out of those 18 races in the money. 2 for 6 at this distance. The big concern, I like the fact that she has tactical speed. I think she's going to work at a good trip. The problem is she's going to run into her nemesis, Moonlit Song. Moonlit Song is breaking from the far outside, so perhaps that's the equalizer. But it just kind of looks like Moonlit Song has her number. She's 10 of 14 lifetime, 10 of 13 lifetime at Charlestown. This distance isn't much a problem for her. She usually makes her hay at 7/8 of a mile, but this distance, certainly not something that she can't handle. She's 1 for 2 at it lifetime. I think she's just probably slightly better than T-Rex Express, but I do wonder maybe the outside draw is enough to sort of shake things up. The only 2 A's that I'm going to use are the 7 and the 10. As far as a B is concerned, I'll use the number 4, Anna's Band, highest last out buyer speed figure in the field with a 79, but it is worth noting this horse is cross-entered at Laurel on Saturday afternoon. So for me in race number 8, the first leg of this pick 4 sequence, 2 A's, the 7 and the 10, and a C, the number 4. Let's move on to race number 9. This is the $50,000 coin collector stakes. 4.5 furlongs, 1 turn. It's going to be a dash. Thought long and hard about moving one of these horses to a C, but then again, it would have been my price play in here. The price play for me is the number 3, Light the Storm. I think this is an interesting sort of position. Broke the maiden most recently as a 3-year-old gelding. I wonder, speed nearest the rail, 4.5 furlongs. There's not a heck of a lot of time to be making up some significant ground. And I think there's a scenario where this horse could potentially shake clear. I think you just drop the hammer and try to go. I'm going to use the 3 as an A as opposed to using it as more of a backup just in case something else crazy happens. I want to make sure that this horse is covered in all of my plays. So the 3 is an A for me. I'm also going to use the number 6, Jax Braden Rishi. Hope I said that right. The number 6 horse, one of the best time form U.S. ratings most recently. I also like the fact that this horse is a little bit adaptable, has the ability to sit, can also be forwardly placed. Never been out of the money from 5 lifetime starts, 3 times a winner. I'll use the 6 as well. And also, you have to use the number 10, I think, William and Mary. Now, William and Mary, from a speed figure standpoint, is the horse to beat strictly, but this distance, I understand this horse won in the second lifetime starting a stakes race here at Charlestown, going 4.5. She doesn't have the speed to make the front, or he, I should say, doesn't have the speed to make the front in this spot. And I do wonder, are things going to get late early, going 4.5, breaking from the outside? I think this horse on paper is certainly the horse to beat, but at the same time, I wonder about this distance and possibly not being able to adapt and being hung wide. I'm going to use as an A, though, just in case, because I'd hate to get knocked out by a horse like this with some other decent prices down the road. So for me, all of these are A horses in this race, race number 9, the 3, the 6, and the 10. Let's move on to race number 10. This is the Dance to Bristol Stakes. $100,000 is the purse. I'm going to go 3 deep in here, 2 A's and a C. My A's in here. The number 2, Lake Pontchartrain. She loves this racetrack. 8 of 19 lifetime at Charlestown. 2 for 7 at the distance. Highest last out time form U.S. rating, not including the pace sort of numbers. If you just want to use the raw number that they got, not sort of moving up or down based on the pace scenario, with a 120, the 88 buyer fits in here very, very nicely. And also a little bit of tactical speed breaking from post position number 2. I'm going to use the number 6, Ascertain, 8 to 5 in the morning line for Pletcher and Castellano. I thought about using this horse as a lone A. First time going out for Todd, she moved up in a tremendous way down at Gulfstream, but Todd wins everything at Gulfstream. 89 buyers, the highest last out in the field. The only concern, and it's a very, very small sample size, Pletcher's numbers with short-priced horses, they're all short-priced when they go to Charlestown, but he's only 1 for 6, I believe, over the past 5 years. He's had a couple of second and third place finishes at short numbers. I think this horse makes a lot of sense. Won't be surprised at all if she wins, but I didn't want to put all my eggs into her basket, especially with a horse like Lake Pontchartrain in here, where I think that she can run very, very well. Thought about making the 8 horse an A, instead chose to relegate to a C. That is Angel at War. Joe Bravo is named to ride this horse. She started her career as an absolute machine, winning 6 in a row, and she's lost 3 consecutive races. What are the sort of common pieces and common themes to those first 6 wins and these 3 losses? When she doesn't get out to the lead, she loses. When she gets out to the front, she wins. There is an outside scenario where she can clear off to the front in this field. If she's able to do that, she's very dangerous. She's never been beaten when she's out there like that. If she doesn't make the front, and again, drawing from the outside, that's not going to be any bargain. If she doesn't make the top, I think she's in deep trouble. That's ultimately why I relegated her to a C. So again, 3 deep in this race for me, 2 A's, the 2 and the 6, and the C is number 8. Let's move on to the DRF Bets race of the day for Saturday, race number 11, the Grade 2 Charlestown Classic. Again, you can find the expanded stakes preview over on video.drf.com as well as the Daily Racing Forums YouTube channel. 4 deep in here for me, 3 A's into C. My A's in this spot, the 4, the 5, and the 6. The 4 is Something Awesome, the horse that I pick in this race. I thought he ran very well in that most recent start at Laurel, going 9 furlongs. But I like the adaptability. He was forwardly placed then, and 2 starts back when he won the General George in the middle of a blizzard. He came from off of it significantly when the pace heated up. I just think you never know until they do try Charlestown in the bull ring configuration, but I just like the fact that he has some versatility and he can adapt. The number 5 War Story is a horse that you have to consider in here. Javier takes them out for Jorge Navarro. Ran 3rd in this race last year when I picked this horse. The challenger, the 107 Buyer just leaps off the page, but the problem is that race has not come back very good at all. Rafton came back to earn a 71 in his next start. The 5th and 8th place finishers came back to earn 81 and 73 Buyers. I would imagine War Story is going to have to be in that 100 range. He can certainly do that. We know on his best day he goes well above that. It's just one of those things. I think he's going to be a little bit of an underlay in this spot. Wouldn't be surprised if he won, and I'm going to use him as an A, but I don't particularly love him at what his odds are likely to be. And the number 6, Diversify. You've got to always respect the controlling speed in a race. It looks like Diversify is going to be the controlling speed. Look, for $1.2 million, you're probably going to be cranked up and ready to go. Rick Violette has gotten this horse in tremendous form. Back last year, he was a Grade 1 winner, won the Jockey Club Gold Cup at 10 furlongs, looked very good in state bred company. A little bit disappointing in the Clark Handicap in his final start, but all things considered, that was a very, very strong race as far as the horses that have come out of it. You look and see Seeking the Soul, a 98 in his next start. Good Samaritan was the next out winner with a 99. Opportunity, a 101. 5th and 6th place finishers, 96 and 99 Buyers. Diversify makes a lot of sense on the front end. If I'm using a backup, I'm going to use the number 7 of Fleet Willie. He will be my only C. Breaking from the far outside, he can do a little bit of everything. Very, very adaptable, very versatile. I'm going to be fascinated to see what kind of trip he works out, because breaking from the outside, going 3 turns, is he going to be forward? Is he going to come from a little bit farther off of it? Good news is he's been able to do basically anything throughout his career. So a Fleet Willie will be my backup in here. My A's are going to be the 4, the 5, and the 6. Again, really fun sequence. $100,000 guaranteed. Pick 4, all stakes at Charlestown on Charlestown Classic afternoon. First race, race number 8. Scheduled post time is 4:01. And everything wraps up with the Grade 2 Charlestown Classic. Best of luck.